What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that drives all the stocks down for now. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you where I made a mistake on this breakdown and what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and my main assumption was that we might have this movement to the upside from this bottom as our initial bottom of the wave. And we've completed first, second and third waves, and we were seeking the bottom of our fourth wave. And my main assumption was that we should bounce from the ranges of 0.5 for 0.618, 0.65, and we might have next leg to the upside to complete this wave. And this wave is nothing else than the internal third wave, and this means our price targets are much higher. But I have to say I made a mistake. And first of all, the first sign of my mistake was that we broke the top of our previous swing high. And I've told you that if this asset breaks this top, we will invalidate this movement to the upside as our motive wave. And in this case, we will see a longer consolidation phase in probably lower ranges. And another sign of my mistake I will show you in just several minutes in my technical analysis. And for now, let's continue with the total sentiment of the market. And first of all, let me show you that we are deeply in red again. Yesterday we had a small bounce to the upside and all the indexes were slightly in green, but for now we are deeply in red. S&P 500 lost about 3.25%. Dow Jones lost about 2.42% and it broke a psychological number of 30,000. Nasdaq lost about 4.08% and Russell 2000 lost about 4.7%. So we have a very deep sell-off, and definitely it affects all the stocks on the market. And let me show you why it is happening. On June 16th we have this article on Yahoo Finance, and it's titled "Stocks Slide to Lowest Since December 2020 Amid Renewed Recession Concerns." And let me quote you this. Stocks which moved initially to the upside following the Fed's first 75 basis point rate hike since 1994 on Wednesday turned around as traders assessed the potential that the central bank's moves to bring down inflation would trigger a deeper downturn in economic activity. The Federal Open Market Committee's Summary of Economic Projections on Thursday showed the committee itself now sees a less rosy economy ahead as it continues to hike interest rates. The lowered growth outlook, coupled with a more aggressive path on interest rate hikes ahead, appear to vindicate some pundits' concerns that the Fed's window to achieve a soft landing, so-called soft landing, had nearly or already passed. Fed Chair Jerome Powell suggested Wednesday that a 50 or 75 basis point interest rate hike seemed most like at the central bank's next meeting in July. While the Fed is still forecasting GDP growth will end each of 2022, 2023 and 2024 in positive territory, some suggested this may be overly optimistic. And because of this re-evaluation of the current situation, we see this massive sell-off for entire market. And definitely it affects all the stocks, and BABA is one of these stocks, so that's why we have this decrease in price. And let me show you some news directly related to Alibaba. On June 15th we have this article on CNBC.com, and it's titled "Chinese Stocks Are Looking Cheap. Fund Manager Explains Why He's Betting on Alibaba." And let me quote you this. Investors may still be nervous about Chinese stocks despite massive declines that have made them compelling, but portfolio manager Sid Choraria assures tech titan Alibaba is no value trap. Chinese tech stocks have plunged in the past year in the wake of China's regulatory crackdown, as well as looming delisting risks for Chinese stocks in the United States. Valuations have become way too compelling, and that's why Chinese stocks are outperforming the Nasdaq significantly this year, Terraria said. And definitely, this news is quite bullish on Alibaba. And the author of this article thinks that for now, Chinese stocks in general and Alibaba in particular are the best stocks on the market, because these stocks are very cheap right now because of its recent movement to the downside. And let me remind you that on a monthly time frame, let me show it to you, we have a harsh decrease in price for more than 1 year. Since the beginning of October 2020 till basically present day, we have a massive sell-off, and we don't have major bounces to the upside. This means even from the technical standpoint, this asset should have a bounce, and this bounce should be massive. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, on a monthly time frame we have several candles right here, and the latest candle is not so bullish because it has a decent volume, but we have 13 days left until it will be completed. And the shape of this candle is quite bearish. It is a shooting star. And I have to say that we have several candles, several last candles, basically for 4 consecutive months. 3 of them are quite undecisive if you take a look on them combined, because we have this candle with a very high volume, that is the highest volume ever for Alibaba, is quite bullish, and it is some kind of hammer candle that implies a potential trend reversal, and from this range we had an opportunity to hit higher targets. But instead of this, next candle formed as a bearish engulfing candle, and the next one is another some kind of mixture in between doji candle and the hammer candle again. And this candle also might show us a trend reversal from downtrend to uptrend. But this candle again shows the bearishness of the market, and that's why we have to be very cautious with our positions. But all in all, I have to say that Alibaba is showing the bullish signs on a monthly time frame. As you can see, MACD indicator is starting to tick into the upside, and we have an RSI that has some kind of curvature, and this means next movement might be to the upside in order to complete this movement, in order to bounce from the oversold territory. So, and let's switch to 4 hours time frame, and let me show you what was the second sign of this movement when I found my mistake. So right here, as you can see, let me show you more thoroughly. We have this movement, this is our lowest point, it is the swing low, and on the first glance we had, this is our first wave, second, third, fourth and fifth. But according to Elliott wave theory, we cannot have the third wave, that is right here, that is the shortest one. This means my assumption was that we cannot have, this is our first wave, second, third, fourth and fifth. But my mistake was that I didn't compare this wave and this one. And if I compare them, if I pull the Fibonacci extension tool from this bottom to this top and to the bottom of the retracement, as you can see right here, we have the tip of this wave slightly above 1-to-1 extension. This means this wave is not the shortest one. And this means it can be the third wave, and this means we might complete all the entire structure from this bottom to this top. And let me clean the chart, I don't need unnecessary tools. If it is the case, we probably might have, this is our first wave, second, third, fourth and fifth, and we have an extension in the fifth wave, and this breakdown doesn't violate any rules of Elliott wave theory. And in this case, we can project the ranges where we might land. To do so, I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom to the top, and we have a very good bounce from 0.5 Fibonacci retracement range, but we broke it to the downside. This means we might land even lower. And for now, I think the next range of support might be at roughly 94 or 94.5 or $93.10. And definitely this might be another point where we might have a trend reversal. But so far we have to be very cautious with any of our positions, because the total sentiment of the market is quite bearish. That's why just stay aside and wait for the major confirmation of the new trend. and I will do another update in a matter of next several days, and then we will see more clear picture of this asset. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.